In previous episode, we opened the door. We saw that most of the patterns we're stuck in weren't chosen. They were absorbed, and that the subconscious mind, though silent, has been shaping our life all along. But now that we're aware of it, what do? How do we move from insight to integration, from knowing the truth to living it? This isn't just more philosophy to collect and forget. This episode is different. It's about tools, real tools, rituals that ground you, practices that rewire you from the inside out. These aren't theories from a dusty shelf. They're what I use every single day to reclaim my subconscious, to take back the pen and write my own script. And guiding me through it all is Stoic wisdom, timeless, sharp, unshakable. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to always know what they're doing, always moving forward, while you feel like you're stuck in a loop, second-guessing, overthinking, hesitating? Let me tell you something powerful. The answer is not out there. It's inside you. Today we're diving into the power of the subconscious mind and how ancient Stoic philosophy, especially from Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, can help you tap into it, reprogram it, and finally take back control of your life. This isn't just theory. I've lived it. Let's talk. The silent warrior within. I used to ask myself, why do I keep feeling anxious, even when nothing's wrong? Turns out my subconscious mind had been running the show, quietly, invisibly. Everything I heard growing up, every moment I doubted myself, every time someone said, "You're not enough," it got stored there. We don't think about it much, but your subconscious is working 24/7, shaping your habits, your reactions, your fears, your confidence. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That quote changed everything for me. The real enemy isn't the world. It's the automatic scripts running in your head, the ones you didn't even choose, but now you're living by. Stoicism meets the subconscious. Stoicism teaches us to master our emotions, but how do you control something that feels automatic? The answer is awareness plus repetition. Epictetus once said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." When you declare who you are, I am calm, I am in control, I am not a slave to my emotions, and you repeat that daily, especially in moments of silence, your subconscious starts listening. That's what I did. I wrote down this affirmation every morning. Nothing outside me can hurt me unless I let it. At first, I didn't believe it, but over time I started to notice I wasn't reacting like before. I didn't explode in traffic. I didn't spiral after rejection because my subconscious was getting a new script. My breakdown and what pulled me out. A few years ago, I hit rock bottom. My business collapsed. A person I trusted betrayed me. I couldn't sleep. I felt numb, lost. I tried distracting myself with work, with noise, with scrolling, but nothing helped. One night, I picked up an old copy of Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. My eyes landed on this. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment. I paused, read it again, and I repeated it out loud. That night, I made a promise. I'm not going to let my past programming run my life anymore. I started feeding my subconscious new thoughts, daily quotes, daily journaling, silent walks. Little by little, the fog lifted. I stood up again, not because life got easier, but because I changed how I interpreted life. That's Stoicism, reprogramming the subconscious. The Stoic way. You don't need magic to rewire your subconscious. You just need intention, repetition, and a little bit of stillness. Here's what worked for me, and maybe it'll work for you too. 1. Choose one Stoic affirmation to repeat daily. Pick a quote that speaks to your weakness. Say it morning and night. Examples: the obstacle is the way. I am not disturbed by things, but by the view I take of them. Your subconscious listens to repetition more than logic. 2. Visualize calmness before bed. Before sleep, close your eyes and see yourself responding with calm in a tough situation, like staying composed during a fight or handling failure with grace. Visualization is a language your subconscious understands. 3. Journal like a Roman, not to vent, to gain clarity. Ask yourself daily, what did I do well? What did I fail to control? What will I do better tomorrow? Seneca said it best. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. You either program your subconscious, or it keeps running the same broken script. Your mind is not your enemy. It's your soldier. Your subconscious is not your enemy. It's your most loyal soldier, but it only takes orders based on what you feed it. If you feed it doubt, fear, insecurity, that's what it executes. But if you feed it philosophy, discipline, wisdom from the Stoics, it becomes your greatest weapon. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be intentional. Let me leave you with this. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Marcus Aurelius. You don't need to fix your whole life in one go. You just need to interrupt the loop and begin again. Every time you journal, you're reprogramming. Every time you pause before reacting, you're reclaiming. Every time you repeat something on purpose, you're writing the story, not reliving someone else's. If this episode gave you something real, hit follow, leave a review, and send it to someone still stuck in their old story. Let's keep writing new chapters together. Until next time, this is Walled Mind.